everyone, for this video we'll be reviewing the Beyblade X entry starter. So before we continue with this video, make sure to subscribe and comment your thoughts. And that being said, allabays.com, we have an extreme sale going on, a 15% discount if you purchase 3 Beyblade X items. Not only that, but there's a winter blowout sale for Beyblade Burst, a separate sale for the Beyblade X stuff that's also a 15% discount. It is an optional way to support the channel. I appreciate any support regardless. So you might be asking yourself, what the hell is this thing? Well, this is Dran Sword again, but the entry package. So essentially in Japan, what these types of products are, it's for new players. Anytime you see entry, it's literally in the namesake. So this is more or less the same as a regular Dran Sword, but it comes with whatever, this little proto winder, whatever they want to call it, and it's more or less the same bay, but it's just to get new players into the game. It's in between of a starter and a booster, and yeah. So I thought would be fun for this video was essentially, since I've already reviewed this whole Beyblade, this video will be kind of formatted really specific if you are a new player, and I don't know, I'll try some stuff I guess also. Alright, so now we're going to open it. I understand the purpose of the product, right? Like, it's very clear to me why, but I do wish that they could have, done a slight recolor on this. I know I don't know if that's unpopular or not, but these are, by the way, the codes that you can scan on the Japanese app. So that way you can get some points and try to gacha Gameba for the rare base stuff, but opening it up, this launcher is very small. I mean, obviously, again, the target audience and all that stuff makes sense. On the bright side, a fresh Dran Sword is what I think is a big win. Oh, this is like a small-ass winder, too. I don't know about that. Well, we're gonna take a look at this stuff. So we have the entry launcher, which this is the official name. I did try to do a count for this and everything. I think this is maybe, if I'm being generous, maybe close to 5.5, but I think it's like, it's mostly like a 5 or something. Now, obviously, the cord length is not as long as if we take actually both of these out right now, just so you can get the idea. Yes, one of these things is not like the other. So yes, obviously, if you compare, the entry launcher just has a shit length for it. I don't see the purpose in them just trying to shorten it, whatever. Obviously, you're gonna have way more rotational count on the thing that has the longer rip cord. I also do want to make the joke now before someone else does. These actually kind of feel like they're very small and everything. We're kind of holding it, everything. This actually kind of feels like the Hasbro version of like a launcher like this. So the thing is that if you notice, I don't even think, can you even put any accessories on this? No. I hope to God they don't just resort to these launchers in the future. I hope they just keep it in stuff like this. Well, please, I'm going to be recommending use a normal winder or a string launcher. This is the worst launcher that they have done. I don't understand why the cord couldn't just be as long as the original. It seems very silly, even if you want to argue, whatever, for the launcher. This is anyways our blade, which is Dran Sword. So your blade is the top part of the Beyblade X Beyblade. You can see you have your little gear bit thing there, a little gear. Now, essentially how this works is that the whole thing with Beyblade X is that it's extremely powerful and metal contact. So this has very sharp contact points on here. Now the thing is, because it's very aggressive, because kind of like that triangular contact, what that'll basically happen is over time, this will get a little bit more rounded off. So this is best in its purest state, but eventually once it wears down, still good for attack, but more stamina / defense type stuff. But yes, this is a very solid and nice blade to use. You then after have your ratchet, which is 360. So the way they name this is 3 is the amount of sides and 60 is the height in like millimeters, right? So yeah, this is a very solid ratchet to use. It's very good for the low height stuff, solid for attack. Honestly, I'd say one of the best ratchets to actually have right now. And basically your bit is flat. This is the bottom part of the Beyblade. And to quickly explain, because these Beyblades actually explode, which we'll get into the point system afterwards when we're getting to the stadium. How you first assemble, so you just get this on, you twist it, and you put your bit on. Now, because this bit has a thicker part on the shaft here, that essentially means it's going to be a little bit more resistance to turn this ratchet, because in order to burst, they have to turn here. So if they don't have a part here, it's less resistance, easier to turn. But yes, aside from that, yeah, this is obviously free spins, it's to go around the stadium and all that stuff. But yeah, that is essentially all you really need to know on X Beyblades. It's a very good generation to get into because it is the best of all the worlds for anything Beyblade. If you were a fan of any of the previous generations, it has kind of like a little bit of something from everything. So the weights on here, okay, I got a little bit of like one. 34.63, 6.21, and then after, what do we got here? 2.21, and then after our final total weight, we get to about 43.05 grams. So visually speaking, you know, this is one of the original ones. I think it looks nice for one of the debut bays. It's very nice, very aggro, very cool. But yeah, aside from that, we're going to essentially see whether or not I can actually win with this launcher, or if I have to get all the willpower in the world to somehow win with this. I still can't get over this launcher. This really is like the Hasbro Fine X launcher, dear God. Anyways, let's go over it. All right, so first we're gonna do a little test launch. I'm gonna give my honest thoughts on this launcher. I'm actually gonna see if I can make this, dear God, it's so hard to hold the launcher. I don't know how to hold it. Oh, that feels like nothing. How do you feel?
Great.
It's okay, right?
Yeah, it's okay.
I think it's just because of the ripcord itself, right? Because if you get that,
the launcher also, it's small, but that's
no, the launcher is smart, but if you give me like a different launcher, give me. So for an example, right? If you wanted to use like a tiny launcher, but let's say you still wanted the ripcord, you could just swap it with a bigger ripcord. Just give me 1 second. So if I got this right now and I decided I just wanted like the mini Leon claw launcher. You know, you're essentially getting more or less the same as the original, basically, but...
So let's try with the short one.
Yeah, that's what I was about to show. So you can actually just try it just for the example, but obviously the difference in the ripcords is going to be that it's obviously going to be that the bigger ripcord is going to be better. Oh, shoot! So basically how Beyblade X works, we're demonstrating this. So right there, that was a burst finish. That was worth 2 points. Now, if I get a Beyblade in this over zone or in this over zone, that is also 2 points. Now, if I get it in the extreme zone, which you'll see an infographic right now, that is 3 points. And the game is up to 4 points total. And the last way to win is by a spin finish, which is going to be pretty hard to do. But yeah, you can just read the graphic now on screen. 3, 2, 1, shoot. So we might see a spin finish, I don't know. Oh, there you go, spin finish. If we're lucky, we get to see all the examples. Okay, next up, I'm gonna get you a different bay. Now, are you ready?
Yes,
I'm gonna shoot. Okay. And of course, one more. I had to launch this thing. It's like a teeny tiny, like an Ant-Man launcher. 3, 2, 1, shoot. It's such a nerf, it's insane.
Is this one mine? Oh.
I think it is.
Yes, it is.
Well, I'm gonna beat you again. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Okay, so it's 2 points, and now it's two. So it's 2 all. So 3, 2, 1, shoot. I have 3 points in total. Okay, 3, 2, 1, shoot. An extreme finish!
Amazing.
If, let's say, for an example, your flat bit, whatever, the original one, or 3, if you just want to get like a cheaper drawn sword, not cheaper in terms of quality materials, cheaper just like, because the price is basically in between like a booster and a starter, then you just really get it. Plus, you know, it's an easier way to get drawn sword, more spares and stuff like that, so there is value here, but yeah, this one, again, as much as I'm joking with the launcher and whatever, this is very difficult to use. In fact, I would actually say this probably, even if you gave this the buffed ripcord, this is probably, I think, the hardest launcher. Like, if someone actually wins with this in a tournament, like, it doesn't mean my challenge to any of the viewers. Try to win with this. Try to win with this. If you do, I'm gonna give a clap like this. That's what it takes. Yeah, but listen, that's it for now, you know. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and yeah, bye.